just interrupted my intro. It's been a while, ain't it? It has been a while. It's been a long time. It's been a long time coming, and I know change will come. Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? JAYBARI here, and I'm back with another live stream, the first of the year, here to give you guys greatness once again, which is the PlayStation Nation, which is all of you in the chat. You. The PlayStation 4, the PlayStation VR 2, the PlayStation Portal, and that undefeated king, the only next-gen console available or current-gen console available, that PlayStation 5, man. What is good with y'all, man? What is up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of the rebranding of the JAYBARI show. Yes, we are rebranding some things out here, man. Like I said from the beginning, this is a show that I started back in like 2017, and a lot of stuff, that, take place on this channel, take place on a lot of people's channel, is derived here from this show right here. So, we restructure, we rebranding, you know what I mean? What you see here today might not it might not be what you see. It might not be what you see. Yeah. Next month or, down the future. You know what I mean? It's under construction right now, okay? It's under construction. But, you know what I mean? Like I said, back in the end of July or back in beginning of, August, I haven't done a live stream since then. If you guys, was paying attention, I haven't done a live stream since that last live stream reacting to Evo and giving a channel update. And this is the first one, like I promised, that I was going to be doing, with the live streams when it comes to 2024. We starting out with the JAYBARI show, just to give like a like a synopsis as far as like what the JAYBARI show is going to be. Description. It's pretty much me coming out here every week talking about gaming news, but more in a topic centric kind of thing, on a soapbox kind of idea. I'm looking to do and tackle about 3 to 4 topics each week. And, one topic might be really, really big. It might, divert into other things and whatnot. But one of the topics is also going to be bringing in Speak from the Heart. So Speak from the Heart is not going anywhere. You know what I mean? I'm definitely bringing Speak from the Heart within this show, because Speak from the Heart started on this show right here, but I just made it like a separate thing. But still going to be having that stuff there as well, man. But I think you guys are going to enjoy this one. I got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. I will be throwing up a poll as well later on in the show when we get to a specific topic. And yeah, I just try to be a little bit different out here, man. It's not just, tackling the mainstream generic gaming news, but bringing a little twist the best way I can, the JAYBARI way, my own way. You know what I mean? So if you guys are new, strap in. I'm going to take you for a ride. But if you guys are not new, you already know the vibes, how we get down. You know the vibes. We're going to have some fun out here with these topics, man. But, I like to shout out the chat. It's been a minute since I shouted out the chat, right? Like, it's been a minute since I shout everybody out and say whatever. But, yo, big shout out to Ice Queen Gaming, the queen of ice in the building. What's up, Ice Queen? Yo, Philip K, what's good, bro? Shout out to my man, Philip K. Bird. What happened to that boy in the building? What's good, Bird, man? Yo, sick Nick Mondo, what's good, man? Yo, Henry Heck, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Yo, Shy City Gaming, what's up, man? Shout out to my man, Shy City. Mary Wilcox, what's up, Mary? I ain't see you in a minute. Hopefully everything is good. Everything is good. Yo, Leech, what's good, man? Mr. Polar Bar, what's up? Damien, what's up? DC Gaming, what's up, man? Appreciate you. Woo. Yo, if that wasn't Persona, I promise I was gonna go off. I was gonna who is interrupting my intro? Y'all can't wait until I introduce everybody, shout out everybody. Yeah, shout out to my bro Persona for rejoining the ranks of Soldier First Class. Yes, Soldier First Class is back. That is still under construction as well. The image that you see next to your name is not going to be the image that's going to be there, you know, down in the future. But shout out to my man DC as well for rejoining the ranks, and Henry Heck for rejoining the ranks of Soldier First Class. I appreciate you guys, man. Shout out to my bro Persona as well, man. Appreciate you. You know what I mean? Yo, Johnny Gaming, what's up, man? Appreciate you coming. Yo, Layval Casey. What's good, Layval, man? See you in the chat, man. Appreciate you coming through. You know what I mean? Yo, Big Hardcore Gamer, what's up, man? Amon Ra, what's up, man? Yo, Byron Cutler, what's up? What is good? Yo, Baticus, what's good? Shout out to my man Baticus, man, doing great things over there streaming. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all subscribe to Baticus. Make sure y'all tune into his streams or whatnot as well. Over there, man. Yo, Kratos, what's good, man? Shout out to my man Kratos in the building as well. Kelvin Smith, what's good, man? Yo, Jay 767, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Cloud Strife. You know the vibe. It's all time. It's all time, man. Appreciate you coming through, man. You know what I mean? Yo, Mars Zeppelin, what's up, man? Appreciate you coming through. Yo, Neil Augusto, what's up, man? Appreciate you coming true. Yo, Guapzilla in the hat. Damien, yo, appreciate you rejoining the ranks of Soldier First Class. I'm interrupting that intro. Do something. Yo, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. But yo, I appreciate you guys coming through, man. Like I said, we're gonna have some fun. This episode, you know, the first episode, we're gonna make this one a bang of a show to attract people, to get used to what's going on here, you know, when it comes to the JAYBARI show. Don't worry, listen, it's gonna you in for a treat. Yo, Unicry. What's good, Unicron, man? Appreciate you coming through, man. Shout out to my man Unicron in the building. Yo, Dreology, what's good, man? Shout out to my man Dreology 619. You know, one half of the I'm about to say whoops. POB Boys Plus Unblock, which goes live every Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. It's gonna be in the description. It's gonna be all over the place. So make sure you tune in to Plus Unblock. Speaking of tuning in, What's Up PlayStation Podcast is returning this Saturday at 11 a.m., man. So we're going to be doing What's Up PlayStation Podcast, episode 148. We got a good one for you. Got some stuff planned. You know, we want to talk about some New Year ordeals. I'm not going to give it all away. Probably the title gave it away. I'm not too sure. Did the title? I think the title did give away some of the stuff, but save it for Saturday. But we're going to have some fun on Whoops tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's been like a month since we did What's Up PlayStation podcast, man. It's been a while, man. When we say we on holiday break, we break. You know what I'm saying? Who said, was that Bernie Mac? He said, what we said we going on break? We break. You know what I mean? We break over here, whoops. You know what I mean? So thank you guys for being patient. If you guys missed our whoops reviews, we did Spider-Man episode 1, Spider-Man 2. We also did the PlayStation Pulse Explorers and the PlayStation Portal for our Whoops review number 2. Yo, Baticus, yo, appreciate you joining the ranks of Soldier First Class, man. You know, listen, as Soldier First Class members, we got a great game on the horizon coming through. And please believe it, there will be some giveaways for that game as well. So, you know, lock in, tune in. It's going to be a good one. Yo, Razzle, what's good, man? Shout out to my man Razzle in the building. Yo, make sure y'all salute my man Razzle here. This is the dude that got me the Spider-Man panel. He got me the Spider-Man plates. You know what I mean? Where I couldn't get it. You know what I mean? They canceled my orders. They did everything they could. But my man came through and blessed me up with the plates, man. So I appreciate that. I'll never forget something like that, man, for you know, getting me something that I really, really wanted, but I couldn't get. But it's gonna be a fun one. Like I said, welcome to the JAYBARI show, guys. Episode 1. There's something new gonna be going on when it comes to the overlay as well, so everybody could know what's going on. So I'm gonna be explaining what's going on here, man. Yo, is that my man Century? Yo, Century, what's good, man? I ain't see you in a minute, boy. Yo, what is good, man? So let me explain how the show is going to be. Like today's show, we're going to have 4 topics, right? We're going to have 4 topics, and the topics are going to be displayed right below at the bottom. You know what I mean? The topics are going to be displayed right below the bottom. So we're going to talk about 2024 console roadmap. We're also going to be talking about the Switch 2. You know what I mean? As rumors come around when it comes to the Switch 2, like what I personally want Nintendo to do. Are they going to do it? I don't know. Then we're going to have some fun doing the battle of the final bosses. Okay? So I'm going to put out a poll out there when it comes to 2023 final bosses, because I felt like the final bosses, it came back in 2023. We had a lot of great final bosses, like a lot of rememberable final bosses that I'm like, yo, this was an amazing final boss, man. And like, I could talk about this boss all goddamn day. Yo, Macho, what's good, man? Shout out to my man Macho. But JAYBARI. Shout out to my man Macho. You know what I mean? Yo, Steady Flow, what up, bro? What up, man? So once we get to that topic, I'll pull out the poll. We're going to have some fun with it. I got a whole list of final bosses, and we're going, you know what I mean? And then the last topic we have here is why hate on remasters and remakes. And that topic right there is a speak from the heart topic. So any topic in the JAYBARI show that is going to be a speak from the heart topic, you will see an icon, the speak from the heart, picture right next to it to, indicate, okay, this is going to be a speak for the heart. Gear in, strap in, put your hard hat on because it might get a little bit crazy. It might go a little bit left. It might go a little bit right. But just know it's going to be crazy. Okay. And every topic that I'm talking about currently, you're going to see a materia next to it. So I have a materia for every topic here. We're dealing with the blue materia, and every materia that you see next to the name is the topic that I'm talking about right now live. So anybody that comes into the chat, yo, Bird, man, appreciate the 17 months. Soldier first class member. You know what I mean? Thank you for rejoining the ranks. Said bosses. Well, Pony don't play games out here. You know the vibes, man. We don't play no games. I'm the front. I'm frauded. You know what I mean? But shout out to my man Bird. But yeah, like I said, every topic that you see with blue materia next to it, it could be green, it could be whatever. It's going to be the topic that we're going to be talking about. When I'm done with an actual topic, I will change the color of the materia. So this one right here. Let's say I'm done with this topic. To indicate that I'm done, I would change the materia color to whatever it is. Could be red, whatever it is. You know what I mean? But just want to have a little indication there, like, okay, this is what I'm talking about. And okay, I'm done talking about this. Just for anybody that comes into the chat confused, what's going on in the chat. Yo, Gaming Addict, what's good, bro? Shout out to my man Gaming Addict in the building. Appreciate you coming through. But before we get into any of these topics, okay? Before we get into any of these topics, I have a surprise one because I am baffled on how the gaming community don't know what first party is. It is mind-boggling. I've had this conversation, this debate for many, many years with people explaining what first party is. And there's multiple examples that can explain and tell you that what I'm telling you is correct and what you're telling everybody else is incorrect. So we're going to break it down PBS mode. Okay. Before we get into any topic. All right. Yo, Big Cloud, what's good, man? Shout out to my man Big Cloud in the bill. Yo, Matt the Stampede, what's up, bro? So when it comes to a first party game, Sick Nick Mondo 16. Appreciate you joining the ranks of Soldier First Class. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. When it comes to first party game, there are 2 instances what can make a first party game. One is the super simplistic version of first party. Is, you know, like a publisher, a platform holder, and they own specific studios that they own, creating a game for the platform that they own. Example, Naughty Dog, you know, making Uncharted, Sony Santa Monica making God of War. First party IP, first party game. First definition. The second part of a first party comes to the ownership of the IP. So when I see people saying stuff like, oh, but this game is not first party because it's not a first party studio, where did you just start playing video games? You know what I mean? You know, back from PS2, PS3, there were many independent third-party studios that PlayStation owned the IP that was considered first party. It's not a new concept. So anybody thinking that this is a new concept or we're just making it up to pad a list and to damage control, no, you're looking dumb. Honestly, you're looking dumb because you have the publisher, the platform holder that is ownership of an intellectual property, but can have a third party developer create a game that is still considered a first party IP. Don't believe me? Let's mosey on down for a second. Let's mosey on down to Insomniac Games. Okay? Back in 2018, Insomniac Games was an independent studio. They were not owned by PlayStation. They were not owned by Sony. They were not part of SIE. They had great relationships. They've been creating first-party games for PlayStation. Why? Because they own the IP. Hence, one of the perfect examples with Sunset Overdrive on why they went to Xbox for that game. Is because Sony wanted to own the IP of games that they publish, because that is a thing that PlayStation does, and Insomniac wanted to own their own game. One of the early interviews with Ted Price is like, we wanted ownership of our game, because the games before, they didn't own them, especially when it comes to under the PlayStation side of things. They did creating them, but they wasn't ownership of the game. So that's why Sunset Overdrive went to Xbox, because Xbox told them, yes, you can own the IP, but we're going to publish and do all of that, the publisher rights and all that stuff for the game. Marvel Spider-Man is a first party Sony published game. We're independent. It don't get any simpler than that. At the time, they were not owned by PlayStation, but they were creating a PlayStation first party game. I don't understand how we can sit down here in this community and tell people they don't know what they're talking about, tell people they don't know what first party is, when they're showing you examples of studios that weren't owned. Heck, Bloodborne, co-developed Farm Software and Sony Japan. Farm Software is not owned by PlayStation. The Bloodborne IP, intellectual property, was owned by PlayStation. It was considered a first-party game. So you have two instances when it comes to first-party games. Once again, the actual studios that they own, like a Sony Santa Monica, creating God of War, Naughty Dog, Uncharted, Last of Us, Sucker Punch, Infamous, Ghost of Tsushima, first party. But also the ownership of an IP with a different studio that's not owned by them as well. Bloodborne, Marvel Spider-Man 2018, Helldivers. Heck, even that Predator game, Predator Hunting Grounds, first party game. A lot of people don't know that, right? A lot of people will sit down and say, oh, let me look at Google. First party game. Prove me wrong. I don't want to. At this point, people got to be acting purposely ignorant at this point to be like, yo, You know what I mean? The stuff that people can list off. So the whole reason why I'm talking about it, because we have games like Rise of the Ronin, a game that is owned by PlayStation as far as the IP, but a third-party developer is creating it. People are confused. Oh, that's not first party. They don't own the studio. But just today in a space that we had earlier today, I flipped it and I said, yo, Ori and the Blind Forest. How could you acknowledge that Ori and the Blind Forest is a first-party game? That they don't own Moon Studios, but they own the IP, they own the publishing right to that game. How can you acknowledge that to be a first party, but can't acknowledge it on the PlayStation side of things? You have to be an idiot. You have to be purposely acting dumb that you can understand on the Xbox side what a first party, but you're completely clueless what a first party on a PlayStation side. Nintendo. Yo, shout out to my man Cyber Dragon, rejoined the ranks. You know, Soldier First Class. He says here, he said, "What up, chat? Mods, the JAYBARI show. Shout out to for episode 1 here in 2024. Yo, appreciate it, Cyber Dragon. Nintendo. They don't own Platinum Games. Huh? Do they own Platinum Games? Go and tell a Nintendo fan that they don't own the Bayonetta 2 and 3 IP though. Go and tell them. Go and tell them. Go and tell them that's not first party. Go and tell them. See what happened. See what happens. Like second party. Perfect example. Second party. Even now, when they confirmed that they have a second party dealing with Shift Up when it comes to Stellar Blade. Second party is a contracted game, contracted IP. You know what I mean? That is made from a third party studio making an exclusive game for the specific platform. That is what you consider a second party game. You notice how there's no ownership of IP in that remark. A third party exclusive is just a studio, a third party studio creating games exclusively for a specific platform. Example, one that just came out just now, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, third party exclusive, or Final Fantasy. Well, Final Fantasy 16, 17, 7. I don't know the contracts with that. We already know that's coming to other platforms, but that's like a third party exclusive game. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're contracted. I think that's something that's Sony or that's some. Well, no, 16 is contracted, but it's timed. 7 is contracted too. So yeah, that might be second party too. You never know. But it's so many third party exclusive games that they're just doing it for the platform. For whatever reasons, maybe they want to work on that platform individually. Maybe there's more potential on this platform, and they're just putting out a game exclusively on that platform. No contracts, no nothing. When there's a contracting deal, when there's a deal in place, second party. When there's an ownership of IP and studio, first party. It is not difficult. By you saying anything differently, you will be saying that Insomniac Studios right here is lying to everyone that this is first party. The people that makes the game, the people that's in the contracts, the deals, is lying. Or PlayStation is lying when they call this game the fastest selling first party PlayStation title. It's not even like, you know what I mean? It's not even like an argument at this point. To see people putting up anything differently now, it's just like, yo, you just being purposely ignorant now at this point. You know what I mean? But once again, welcome everyone to the JAYBARI Show, episode 1. We're doing it today on Friday because today, I left work early, so I had the time today. But going forward, this show will be taking place on Wednesdays around 6 p.m. Eastern time. So I stuck with the date. You know what I mean? As far as Wednesdays, I said I was going to wait until like the end of the month or whatnot, but I was like, you know what? There's some things that I want to talk about and just, lay out. And there's a lot of fun topics out here in gaming, in 2024. So, doing this show today, but going forward, this show will be done on Wednesdays, 6 p.m., 5:30, 5:30 to 6 p.m. Eastern time, every week. If there's no show within the week, I will definitely let you guys know. You won't be surprised. I'll let you know there's not going to be a show this week. But going forward, there's going to be a show, every week this month so far for what I'm thinking. Yeah. You know what I mean? So hopefully you guys enjoy it. And if you do, hit the like button. If you're new, subscribe. Enjoy your stay here, the JAYBARI YouTube channel, because not only would I be doing stuff like the JAYBARI show, I will be doing other things as well. Game streams is definitely coming back. I'm waiting until I fully like upgrade my internet for that, just so I have no hitches or no issues. But that will be coming back as well, because I definitely do miss doing the game streaming. The waiting room series is going to be continuing. I have the Final Fantasy videos ready to be uploaded, but I also going to be doing Grand Blue, fantasy versus the story. I'll be playing through that, just to get people, caught up with the story, and myself caught up with the story as far as what's going on in versus, and giving myself a purpose to play the story. Because typically fighting games, I enjoy stories, but sometimes I don't even play them. But, due to the fact that Relink is coming out, I want to fully, play through all the chapters that Ryzen has. So I will be uploading those streams or those videos like every Tuesday. So Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, the waiting room is going to be the Mondays, and Grand Blue is going to be the Tuesdays. And then you have the JAYBARI show the Wednesdays. And hopefully that would, satisfy you guys for the week or whatnot. Not saying that I won't have like other topic videos or whatnot going on. But yeah, let's get this thing rolling. Yo, Dre, you see it? You see it, man? It's not even rocket science, man. It is a very simple concept when it comes to just knowing what first party, second party, third party is. There's no way you could be gaming for over 20 years, 30 years, and you not know those things, especially if you are like a hardcore gamer. It's baffling to me that people don't understand that shit. But we're gonna start it off with the 2024 console roadmaps. So I wanted to do like a versus thing when it comes to 2024 and the roadmaps, because roadmaps seem to be a very heated, interesting topic when it came to 2022, 2023. And we're going to apply that here in today's episode, because at the end of the day, regardless on what I mention when it comes to PlayStation, I still think that first party needs to be outlined when it comes to PlayStation 5. But we're going to go over the PlayStation 5 roadmap. We're going to go over the Switch roadmap, and we're going to go over the Xbox roadmap as well. So let me cue these things up. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people seem to be very, I don't know, like I saw Ryan McCaffrey. He put out like a tweet. He put out like a tweet stating like, the typical gaming tweet that the industry people make. Oh, this platform ain't got the games, but I'm very happy with what Xbox doing, which I'm not knocking that. But the things that you're criticizing PlayStation for not having release dates, you don't have not one release date when it comes to the Xbox side, but you're more excited. It's weird to me, man. It's weird to me. Yo, Chico, what's up, man? Shout out to Chico, man. Appreciate the super chat, the $4.99 iPhone user. He said, looking forward to what 2024 holds for you. Many days until rebirth again. Yes. We are what, 54 days until rebirth? And I'm very, very excited for rebirth, man. So let me pull up this this thing real quick. Let me not play that. Yo, Unicron, man, appreciate you rejoining the ranks of Soldier First Class. 25 months, man. So I'm gonna bounce, but I'll listen to the episode at work later. Everyone stay blessed and keep gaming. Absolutely, man. Appreciate it. Unicron. Let me pull up what Ryan McCaffrey tweeted out the other day, and then we'll go from there with the roadmaps. You know what I mean? Because like I get his enthusiasm, I get his hype for Xbox, but like I said, the criticisms that you have for PlayStation, it like doesn't apply to Xbox. Only applies to PlayStation. Like it's weird. But let me pull up the tweet because I have it here. Where the fuck the tweet? I'm cursing and shit. Damn, I tweet a lot. I need to stop tweeting. Oh, here we go. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of scrolling, man. All right, so here we go. Yo, Philip K, man, appreciate it. Appreciate the $2 donation. He said, thank you for the shout out. I wanted that Xbox smoke. Laugh out loud. Oh yes, my man Philip said he wanted to smoke with Xbox gamers when it came to Street Fighter. Yeah, people there were certain Xbox gamers that challenge me and Persona to like Call of Duty. Like I'm like the whole time I'm not against like any type of challenges or whatnot, but it was just like it's kind of awkward timing because I'm not even playing or have no enthusiasm to play Call of Duty. You know what I mean? So I said, like I said, I told them a long time ago. I'm not not saying that I probably won't get Modern Warfare 3 down the line, but right now I'm not even thinking about Call of Duty to play Call of Duty. That don't mean that I ain't nice in Call of Duty or I'm not good in Call of Duty. You know what I mean? But as far as like playing it competitively like that, even if I was to get the game, I wouldn't play you today. I wouldn't play you tomorrow. I have to build up, get my certain, meta guns. You have to set my, certain shit set up before I even like could be like challenging people. I don't know what the hell is wrong with Xbox dudes sometimes. Like you think a motherfucker that buy the game today is gonna be like, all right, man, let's play 1v1. Let's play a team-based game. And I'm not even like level 4 to create my own custom class. Shit crazy. But now, shout out to those guys though. It's no disrespect or nothing like that, but it's just bad timing, when it comes to Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Maybe back in in May or June. I don't know. Maybe I'll have the game by then, but right now I have no interest in playing Call of Duty or to play against anybody in Call of Duty. But here's what Ryan McCaffrey said. So we're once again we're on the topic of the roadmap for the consoles. And for anybody that's new here, if you see a materia right here on next to the topic, that means this is the active, topic that we're talking about. All right. He says, how I could see this year going. Okay. How I could see this year going is mind-boggling to me that you work for the industry. You are the executive editor at IGN. And you're doing things like what ifs, the possibilities, we out here turning into Marvel what if series now when we have actual substantial tangible concrete dates for games coming out. You know what I'm saying? We turned into what if. This shit's crazy. Xbox, hopefully. Notice wording. Wording is very, very important, guys. Wording is powerful. Hopefully. You get what I'm saying? Hopefully, with Xbox, a steady cadence of exclusives throughout 2024. Avowed, Hellblade 2, Stalker 2, Replaced, and maybe a surprise or two like Indiana Jones or Doom Year Zero. I don't think this is a bad list for what he's saying. From what I know, Xbox said that Avowed, Hellblade, I don't know if Stalker, but I definitely saw, Replaced in there. It's coming out this year, right? And going into the whole first party, second party, conversation, nobody is questioning Ryan here when it comes to that. He's just looking at it from an exclusive standpoint, right? Exclusive. You're just looking at it from a general exclusive standpoint. Third party, first party, second party. When it comes to Xbox, hopefully. When it comes to PlayStation, it gets a little bit more specific, right? My whole thing here is like, I don't have an issue with what he's saying here. Is when it comes to the PlayStation side, is the consistency is not there. You know what I mean? PlayStation, is it going to be super quiet, first party wise? Not hopefully. we throw that word out the window. You know what I mean? We don't do fanboy. We don't do none of that. Is it going to be super quiet, first party wise? You know what I mean? We ain't talking about exclusives anymore. In the totality, we got to specify exclusives now when it comes to the PlayStation. This is why I always tell people, when people favor Xbox, the standard is much, much higher when it comes to the opposition, PlayStation. What do you say? They have announced next to nothing. Uncharted, Helldivers, Rise of Ronin, all in the first 3 months. And when you mention these games, this is where the whole back and forth comes back to the whole, oh, that's not first party. That's a remaster. That's not first party. That's second party. You know what I mean? But nobody brought that up here when it came, to the Xbox games. Everybody just took it for face value. What it is. It's exclusive to Xbox. Keep that in mind, right? Though they do have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Rise of Ronin coming up very soon on a third-party side. Executive editor at IGN. Executive editor at IGN. Yeah, this is like a passive aggressive. I'm trying to throw salt. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to acknowledge what the facts is about the game. Final Fantasy, yeah, third party. Rise of Ronin, third party developer, first party game. Maybe one of their first party studios will remember that they have a kick-ass VR headset that needs some premiere games for it. You see, once again, this is the passive aggressive side, where they're not trying to take shots, but they're taking shots. This part right here, I do agree. When it comes to first party, like, yeah, VR first party, yeah, you could definitely bring back some of those first party VR games or make something new, which I think they are. But it's kind of shocking that on a first party standpoint, that you're not seeing stuff like, Blood and Truth, the Astrobot rescue missions, already out on VR too. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm looking at the consistency of the entire tweet when it comes to Xbox and PlayStation. With Xbox, it's okay to be hopeful. With PlayStation, you got to be a little bit more. First party wise, it's quiet. No, they haven't. Oh, they announced Final Fantasy. They announced Rise of Ronin. Third party. Why you not mentioning that with the Xbox side? You're just looking at exclusives for the Xbox side. I really don't care what you said about Nintendo, but you know, I made a video. Not made a video, but I posted this video, and I mean, where just today, PlayStation made a whole video showcasing some of the games coming to PlayStation 5, and there were first party games in there, second party game in there, third party games in there. Well, we are questioning super quietness and all that stuff here for PlayStation. It's just odd and bad timing when it comes to these quote unquote industry dudes. And I have much respect for Ryan McCaffrey. This is not even no dig or no shot, which, you know, most people is going to take it that way. But it's a lot of inconsistencies and biasness when it comes to these type of tweets. And they will come off and they'll tell you, we don't fanboy, we don't console wars. But these are the things that do initiate the console wars, especially if you're not being consistent or neutral like you guys are claiming to be. Yo, shout out to Cheat Code with the $4.99 iPhone users. That he said specific rhetoric and wording is carefully chosen because they know the console war base lack any semblance of intelligence. It's a dog whistle. Yeah. They know exactly what they're doing here when they make tweets like this. Exactly. Super quiet first party wise. That is going to be the talk. That is going to be the notion that a lot of the Xbox podcasters are, heck, we witnessing that here in the space today. This is why we're going to go over the roadmaps for what we know now for each of the big three. So we're going to start with PlayStation. You know what I mean? Here are the PlayStation. That was my Aki impersonation. Yo, shout out to my bro Chuck. Appreciate the Plus on Block boys. Welcome back to being a Soldier First Class member. Shout out to Plus on Block. Those are my bros right there. That fam right there. So make sure y'all tune in this Sunday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern time for Plus on Block podcast. You know what I mean? Y'all like my Aki impersonation? That's her throwing the poison. Nah? L? All right, cool. So here's the PlayStation side of things. These are the stuff that's announced for PlayStation 5. This is pretty much everything. First party, second party, third party, whatever, right? We got Pigeon Simulator, Pigeon Simulator, Toy Trades, Bulletstorm VR, Prince of Persia, Last of Us Part 2 Remaster, exclusive, technically on a console side. On the Night in Birth, another technically exclusive. Well, I think it's coming out on Switch as well. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Tekken 8, Rugby, Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, exclusive, console. Jujutsu Kaisen, Curse Clash, we good on that. Persona 3 Reloaded, Suicide Squad, Helldivers 2, exclusive. So we got one first party, two first party. Banishers, The Ghost of Eden. This is the game Persona be talking about right here. Banishers. Ultros, this game looked pretty cool. Oh, Tomb Raider got a little slight delay. I thought Tomb Raider was coming out in January. Am I incorrect on that? I swore I heard this was coming out January, but now it's coming out February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. Pigeons is a staple day one. Yo, we got Plate Up, Skull and Bones, Trails of Cold Steel 3 and 4. They re-releasing these for PlayStation 5. I think 1 and 2 already came out as well. Slave Zero X, Open Rose, Pacific Drive, another PlayStation exclusive. It's not a first party, but second party, or I don't even know. It might be third party. I don't know the contract. I don't know if they have a specific deal with that. Promenade, Brothers, The Tale of Two Sons remake, Star Wars Dark Forces. Yo, I'm copping this. Star Wars Dark Forces remake. Yo, I love the hell out of Star Wars, yo. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the game of the generation, as we, wait. These are tentative dates here. Oh, in February, Taxi Life, whatever. So we got March, Plumbers, As Dusk Falls, Unicron Overlord, Alone in the Dark, House Flipper, Dragon's Dogma, Rise of Ronin, another exclusive. The Legend of Legacy HD Remaster, of Legacy. What the hell? Why does this game sound familiar, but I can't pinpoint what it is. It said NIS. So if it's NIS, it might be a PlayStation and Switch thing. South Park, Snow Day, Edelwin Chronicles, 100 Heroes, Tales of the Kenzera, Zao, how you pronounce that? Zao? Megaton, Musashi, Wired, Braid Anniversary Edition, Destiny Final Shape, first party. Inoteria, Last Song. We have Final Fantasy 16 Rising Tide DLC, Planet of Lana, Black Myth Wukong. All these are way down the line, so I'm not even going to bring those up. But on the PlayStation side of things, you have a whole bunch of games to choose from. Exclusively, third party, whatever it is, leaning towards the exclusive side of things. You have a lot of games here. You have a lot of games here to choose from. You know what I mean? Depending on what you're looking for, you know what I mean? You have these two right away in January. You know what I mean? Grand Blue right in February. Helldivers right in February. Pacific Drive right in February. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth right in February. March, you have Rise of Ronin. I would fanboy right here and say Unicron Overlord exclusive, but I think that's coming out on Switch too, because we know Xbox dudes are not playing this. I'm a big fan of Vanillaware, so I'm very, very excited for this game, but it's coming out way too close to this. But I will have it though. You know what I mean? And that's the PlayStation side of things. Let's look at Nintendo. Let's look at Nintendo lineup as far as a roadmap of announced games coming out right now. Nintendo, you got Turnip Boy, Prince of Persia. You know what I mean? Apollo Justice. Oh yeah, they didn't include this. They didn't include this for PlayStation. Well, this is coming out PlayStation 4, so that's why. But yeah, Apollo Justice. This is the Ace Attorney trilogy coming out. Tomb Raider. Mario versus Donkey Kong, early February. So right there, boom, exclusive game from Nintendo with an actual date for 2024 in February. Promenade. Okay, so this was on the PlayStation list as well. South Park. Dark Force. Yeah, I'm excited. I love this game, man. I love this game, yo. PS1. I love this game right here. Unicron Overlord. Sorry. Princess Peach Showtime got a release date too. Oh, I didn't even know this had a release date. So that's 2 games for Nintendo exclusively already within 2024 in the first 3 months, which is good. People think that, yo, you're supposed to have 20 exclusive games in a matter of 3 months. When have we ever seen that? This is what I be telling people when it comes to the standards of the platform people prefer compared to the opposition, the ops. Cause that's how they treat it. This is drill gaming. You know what I mean? This is drill gaming. Brrr. That's how they treat this shit out here. When it comes to the ops, their standards are way, way, way higher than the platform they prefer. Because the platform prefer, they know goddamn well Xbox, whatever, is not coming out with no 20 games in 3 months exclusively. PlayStation, they be like, yo, they better have 20 games. It don't make no sense. Contra, is this coming out everything? You got Contra, Edo Chronicles, Penny, Big Breakaway, Rift of the Necro Dancer. Oh, there you go. They got, oh, this is later down the year. So I'm not even going to include these right here. I'm just looking at the first couple of months. So I'm not even going to include these right here. But Nintendo, they already got stuff lined up as far as announcements, but no real concrete release dates after the first 3 months of the year. Granted, they are coming out with a new hardware, I think this year. So I'm not even tripping when it comes to Nintendo due to the fact that they're coming out with new hardware. Now let's look at Xbox. The Xbox. This is where everybody's tweeting out Xbox got their stuff together in 2024. The roadmap is looking amazing. You know what I mean? PlayStation needs to get their together. The roadmap. Okay? The roadmap. Xbox. Let's look at it. Tekken 8. Pal Word Early Access PC. Prince of Persia. Suicide Squad. Skull and Bones. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Dragon's Dogma. Avowed. To be announced. Replaced. To be announced. Hellblade. To be announced. Cat Quest. To be announced. Every goddamn thing is to be announced. Brrr. We smoking on the ops. Huh? How the hell you can come at PlayStation to be like, they're being quiet? I wonder. Motherfuckers turn into Kanye West. And I wonder if you know what it means. What it means when it comes to PlayStation. But Xbox, they hopeful. Huh? This motherfucker's hopeful. You are hopeful you're going to get a release date. Or you are hoping. That's what's happening. When it comes to the PlayStation side, you got to look at, only first-party studios. Let's ignore all these exclusive games that's coming to PlayStation within the first 3 months. Let's ignore all that. Is it first-party studios? I'm not counting The Last of Us Part 2 remaster. It's a remaster. You played that game already. Oh, but they added new modes and new content. You played that game already, but they have a whole new mode that you can play. You played that game already. You played that game 17 times. The fuck are we doing, man? The hell is going on? No wonder Ryan McCaffrey let out the tweet saying, hopefully. Say my words, your words. Hopefully a steady cadence of exclusives. Not first party, just exclusives. Exclusives. I see why he tweeted that. I'll tweet the same thing too if I see this shit. And I wonder if these games coming out in 2024. Boom, 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 boom. And I wonder. And I wonder. Yo, Mike, what's good, bro? Shout out to my man Mike in the building. Yo, Def Floyd, what's up, man? Yo, Lurker, what's up? To be announced. Yo, Brian East, what's up, man? E-Man, what's good, E-Man, man? Appreciate you guys coming in. Yo, Fox and around. I'm chilling with us. I wonder. Come on, man. Come on, man. Like I'm not saying that Xbox roadmap or lineup of, announced 2024 games look or sound bad. To be honest with you, I'm excited for Replaced. I'm definitely gonna be playing Hellblade 2. Replaced is one I'm very, very excited for. I've been waiting for that since 2020 when they announced that motherfucker. 4 years later, we still ain't get the motherfucker. You know what I mean? But we out here worrying about Wolverine. Even though Insomniac just released the game in October. They say Wolverine development hell. Wolverine, where's Wolverine? Where's Replaced? You got the same scissor reel trailer from 2020 last year. Huh? The hell going on, man? Yo, Trap House was good, man. Shout out to my man Ant. Yo, Wonka, what's up, man? The hell is going on here, man? You see this Xbox list? Listen, if I was like an Xbox fanboy, I'd be lying my ass off too. I'd be like, yeah, the roadmap is great. The roadmap is great. Because after all the beatings they are receiving, 2023, 2022, 2021, 2020, I'll be feeling bad too if I look in 2024 and you ain't got not one announced release date for a game. I'll be looking bad too. I'll be like, damn, Phil. You just took an hour and a half of the kind of funny people's time to tell them that you're going to get it right. And we hit in 2024 and you still can't get right. Sooner or later, them Xbox dudes, they going to create that gun line, man. I don't know. Don't pass the gun line, boss. I'm praying for you, Phil, man. I'm praying for you, man. Because this shit crazy. This shit crazy out here. I don't understand it. And I'm seeing people that's tweeted out that's pure ignorance. I'm like, yeah, man, Xbox roadmap compared to PlayStation 5 roadmap. It's looking much, much better than PlayStation 5. They be like, what's the games? Oh, we're talking first party. Oh, okay, even the first party. What's the games you got announced? Craziness. Craziness. You know what I mean? But that is the 2024 console roadmap. We had to paint that picture right. You know what I mean? We had to put that Mona Lisa into the community. You know what I mean? We're not doing that bullshit. Your eye down here, this eye up here, your mouth up here, type of paintings in the gaming community. You know what I mean? We done with that abstract bullshit. These motherfuckers are too abstract out here in this gaming community. Way too abstract. Well, that's not what I mean. All right, specify what you mean. Clarify what you mean. Not being so vague and this passive aggressive bullshit. We know you got a bias. It's okay. That's why you are hopeful. You know what I'm saying? These dudes think they some philosophers with these better than life meanings and these tweets and shit. What if Xbox buys 2K Take Two games and they have Grand Theft Auto 6 exclusive? These are the conversations these dudes talking about. When you see people have conversations like that, you know they are not happy with what they're being offered currently. Where you got to be making up these crazy abstract deals and shit. I heard that. I heard somebody say that shit. What if Xbox buy Take Two Interactive? I've heard somebody say that. And make GTA 6 exclusive. Like, damn, you want GTA 6 exclusive? You not happy with Activision? You not happy with Bethesda? You know what I mean? You got Blade being announced for Xbox exclusively, and then you gonna be like, yo, we what if they buy GTA 6? Yo, Persona, man, appreciate the gifted memberships. What the hell? Appreciate it, man. Yo, Leech, welcome. Welcome. Mr. Polar Bar, welcome. welcome. Brian East, welcome. Welcome. Ice Queen Gaming, welcome. Welcome. Byron Cutler, welcome. Welcome. Yo, appreciate that persona, man. You gonna have this shit ringing in my goddamn ear though. But yeah, it's just crazy, man, to hear these crazy shit about PlayStation. Well, Xbox is just totally fine. You know what I mean? It's just totally fine. All right, what color we should make this? Let's make it that color. Turn the brightness down. All right, so we moving on now. We moving on to the next topic real quick, which is going to be the Switch 2. You know what I mean? We are hearing rumors and all this stuff about the Switch 2. And I'll be honest with you, the stuff that I'm hearing, I'm a little bit disappointed. You know what I mean? Because what I want Nintendo to do with the new Switch is to make a beefier, better hardware. Obviously, it's going to be better hardware and whatnot. But I want some type of like, I want minimum performance around like 1440p resolution. You know what I mean? I'm hearing people still bringing up 1080p, and even when it dock, I'm like, yo, come on, man. Come on, man. I like what you do. It works what you do. But for me to game hardcore back in Nintendo, you gotta streamline this fucking console. You know what I mean? So what we're hearing now is like the Switch 2 is predicted to arrive in 2024 with a $400 price point. You know what I mean? When I was thinking about the Switch 2, I'm thinking like 500 because I'm thinking of like a much beefier, console, right? With the dock, which I play majority in, you get much better performance with the dock because it has like some type of the hardware to push whatever you want to push, whether it's 1440p or heck 4K, 30 frames, 40 frames, VRR, those type of things, I want to hear when it comes to the Switch. But when I'm reading this article and when I'm hearing other people speak about the Switch 2, it's just more like people are already giving Nintendo excuses before they even put the goddamn console out. Well, they don't need to have a 4K or 1440p machine. They're doing a handheld. Like, okay, cool. It's okay to have, the handheld, but not everybody play handheld. I understand like the basis is, it's a handheld. Well, you also have a dock that is just completely not being utilized. And I would like to see the Switch 2 utilize having a dock to give better performance. Yeah, that pretty much, Leivon, what you just said here. The dock wise will be close to a PS4 Pro. You know what I mean? I think you can push those type of graphics and those type of stuff, with Switch. And even saying that, it's still giving the excuse. Like, why you can't aim for PS5 shit? Well, that's going to be super, super expensive. So I ain't even going to say that. So yeah, at the end of the day, it is a handheld. So I'm not stupid enough to be like saying that, but I'm just saying like why you can't aim for those goals, especially when you're going to have like all these software technology of DLS or DLSS or whatever it's called, the scale and resolution stuff that they have. Like, yeah, why you can't aim for better or higher? Why is there so much excuses when it comes to a Nintendo console? Like, why would they do that? People will buy their games anyway, which is true. I agree with that. But we're creating these excuses once again for Nintendo. Yo, Try Celsius, man, appreciate the $4.99. He said, hey yo, what up, JAYBARI? He said, just getting out of work. Happy Friday to you, man. Yeah, happy Friday, man. Yeah, I left work early today as well. You know what I mean? I had some stuff I had to handle as I was in the space. but you know, I mean, we're here doing this you know, first episode of JAYBARI show. You know, I mean, just coming back, you know, being more consistent when it comes to live streaming. You know, I definitely did miss you know, streaming and giving my opinions there. Even though I love doing the videos, you know, showcasing the gameplay on top of the videos, I definitely miss doing the streaming, interacting with the audience or whatnot. Because I know a lot of people enjoy that stuff much more than the individual videos and the game stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm a gaming channel, not just a talk about gaming channel. You get what I'm saying? So the gameplays, the talking about games with gameplay behind it, that is still gonna be much more than, you know, just me doing the streams. But you will have like a, you know, a stream, you know, every week or, you know, or so on the channel, because I know people do enjoy that. You know what I mean? But the Switch 2, I ain't gonna lie, man. Well, everything that I'm hearing about it, it's very disappointing, because they're just saying that it's gonna be another iteration or like a pro model of the Switch. You know what I mean? And yo, J Rowe, man, appreciate you joining the ranks of Soldier First Class. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, bro. You know what I mean? Thank you. And if you know me, I hate the Switch when it comes to hardware. There's some cool little innovations here and there that they have, especially when it comes to the HD Rumble. But hardware, I hate the hardware of the Switch. Great games, horrible hardware. So just having another pro model or little iteration or bump up to that is disappointing to me, rather than doing something new. You know, like I want a traditional gaming console, but I understand how important the handheld side of Nintendo is. So yeah, I can easily understand that. I can easily compromise when it comes to that. But on the dock side, the traditional side, cater to that audience as well, man. That's all I'm saying. Cater to that audience as well. You know what I mean? Because yo, really and truly, if people consider the Switch a handheld, I don't really feel comfortable paying $70 for handheld games. Huh? I don't. Really and truly, man. Yo, Jay Gaming, what's up, bro? Yo, Localism, what's up, man? Appreciate you guys coming through. That's just how I feel with it. I don't really feel comfortable playing $70. You know what I mean? I played Tears of the Kingdom for like 55 hours. You know what I mean? Which I'm definitely gonna go back and finish that game out. But I wasn't comfortable paying $70 for that, because you know how everybody look at it, Switch is a handheld. I'm paying $70 for a handheld game. I don't care how long it is. You know how many handheld games I've played over 100 hours? Hey, Dissidia. I got mad hours in the original Dissidia on the PSP. That doesn't mean I'm like, okay, we could pay $60 for Dissidia. I don't remember how much it cost back then. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, Persona, knock it off, man. what's wrong? Yo, I'm gonna kick this man in his goddamn shin, man. Hey, yo, I'm gonna kick this man in his goddamn shin, man. The hell's wrong with you? Yo, shout out to my bro Persona, man, gifting 10 memberships to the community, man. I appreciate it, man. Yo, much love, man. You know what I mean? I owe you a dinner. You know what I mean? I owe you a dinner. You feel me? God damn, that shit is ringing. But yo, shout out to everyone. Like I said, when it comes to the memberships, it's still under construction as far as things that I want to do, or you know, emotes that I want to have. You know, like classic ones I'm gonna bring back. But when it comes to like the actual default picture, you know, by your name, you know, that will be updated. This is just a placeholder for now. You know, my man Cloud out there, that's just a placeholder. So that stuff is gonna get updated. And you know, when it comes to the memberships, we're doing the giveaways every 6 months. So we do 2 membership giveaways streams within the year. So that stuff is definitely going to be coming back as well. So much appreciated to everyone that did join up the memberships. And shout out to my bro Persona for gifting the memberships. Also, I do have a special I have like a special thing I'm going to do for cuz I stopped my membership back last year, but I re-enabled it back in like, I think it was like November, because I was like testing out a few things or whatnot. But there was certain people that was joining. I didn't even announced it. They was joining the memberships. I was like, damn, I feel bad that anybody that joined last year, I didn't really do anything for you. But going forward, I will do something special for you guys, on top of the stuff that we're going to be doing later on in the year for anybody that's a membership now. You know what I mean? Just for my thank you for, being the test with that. But yeah, I'm a little disappointed in what I'm hearing when it comes to the Switch 2. And not saying that I don't want any of this stuff to like the price point. I'm not complaining about the price point. You know what I mean? But from what I want Nintendo to do, I don't think they will nail that at this price point, especially if the dock is going to be doing what I want the dock to do. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Things like implementations like VR. You know what I mean? Like, this is the reason why I want like a traditional console, because Nintendo got some cool games, and I think VR fully implemented with Nintendo IPs will be amazing. You know what I mean? You ain't doing that shit on no fucking handheld. That's why they had that cardboard bullshit. You know what I mean? I want you to take advantage of a actual home console. And if you are going to do the handheld hybrid thing, then that dot better beef up that goddamn system when I plug that motherfucker in. Because that's why I want to see Nintendo do. You know what I mean? VR, third-party stuff, even though I'm not going to be even playing third-party games like that on their system. But knowing the fact that third-party is coming to the system that's due to the hardware or due to the success is a good sign for anybody that owns the console. You know what I mean? Because there's continual support coming to the console. But, we'll see when it comes to the Switch 2. You know what I mean? But are you guys excited for the Switch 2? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Y'all let me know in the chat. But yeah, I'm definitely going to see what's the vibes when it comes to that joint. All right, so we want the red. There we go. All right, so we are now on the third topic, which is the battle of the final bosses. Okay. So we're going to be doing we're going to do something fun. So I'm going to be creating like a nice little poll right now. You guys in the chat, you're going to vote for your favorite boss battle. And I'm doing it much difficult for the chat than for myself. Because for myself, I'm going to be talking about all the boss battles and the ones I really enjoyed, or I put like top 3. But for you in the chat, what you're going to be voting for is going to be your favorite one. So there's no second place. There's no third place. There's only one place. And we'll see how it turns out. Okay? We're going to see how it turns out. So I'm going to create the poll right now. 2023 best final boss. So what we're going to put here, this, we're going to put some games I'm going to have like 2 because they have like DLC. So if that's unfair, I don't know what else to tell you. And some have like secret bosses. So I'm going to put that in there as well, as far as the pick. So hopefully, you guys can pick one. I know this one's going to be tough. I know it's going to be tough. Because when I was doing the outline for the show, I was thinking like, damn, what is my favorite one out of these boss fights? Oh damn, can I only fuck. All right, so we're gonna do 2 polls. Let me see if I can do 2 polls. All right, so we're gonna do the first one. This is gonna be the first poll right here. Part 1. And then we'll put 2 of them together. This is part 1, so we're gonna talk about it. All right, so let me do this. I'm gonna put a whole bunch of spaces so you can't see the second part. All right, cool. So part 1 consistent of Marvel Spider-Man 2, Venom, Final Fantasy 16, Ultima, Omega, DLC. Ultima is the final boss fight for the base game, but Omega is a part of the DLC. Then we have Lies of P, Simon Manus, the nameless puppet, and then Horizon, Forbidden West, Burning Shores, Londra, that metal devil for Londra. And just to speak on these boss fights, I thought these boss fights was amazing. Spider-Man 2, I think it was like 3 phases in that boss fight, man. That's how you do a goddamn boss fight. Amazing boss fight. Incorporating Peter, incorporating Miles, and incorporating them together. That was a ultimate boss fight, in my opinion, man. I love the hell out of Marvel Spider-Man 2 boss fight. Then we have Final Fantasy 16 with Ultima. Jesus, the flashiness, the flair, the dialogue. It could be I don't think it was super difficult, but on Final Fantasy mode, a little bit more challenging. I think Omega was much more difficult than Ultima. For Final Fantasy 16, Omega, that jump took me like about 4 tries on Final Fantasy mode to beat. With Final Fantasy 16. Then we have Lies of P, Simon Manus, the nameless puppet. That's a good one. Oh, was it called Horus? I think it was called Horus. I just put the Metal Devil. You know what I mean? I put the Metal. I think it was called Horus. You're right, Guap. We have Lies of P, Simon Manus, the nameless puppet. Amazing boss fights. You know what I mean? Simon Manus with that distortion or whatever it's called can mess you up. The nameless puppet, that's a boss fight that would test your skills as far as like parrying and all that stuff, because if you get hit by that boss, pretty much a GG. You know what I mean? And then we have Horizon Forbidden West, Burning Shores. Man, what a boss fight, yo. What a freaking boss fight with the Horus, the Metal Devil, whatever you want to call it. That was a boss fight, man. The levels of that boss fight, the scale of that boss fight, you know, how you got to traverse to get to the actual fight. Then you got an outside fight. Then you got an inside fight. Oh, woo! Woo! That was a boss fight right there, man. You know what I mean? So let me see what y'all are saying in the chat so far. Yo, we got Venom leading currently right now in the ball. I'm gonna see if I could do another poll. Can we do 2? Oh no, we can't do 2. Damn it. I should have had a poll thing set up. Damn it. Oh, you guys out of this list right now, you can pick your favorite boss battle out of this list. So I'm going to incorporate the other ones as well. I might end that first one. So here's the other list that I have here. Forspoken, Susurrus, how do you say it? I got a list. Susurrus. You know what I mean? That was a boss fight. Jesus. Wow. What a boss fight, man. Difficulty was up there. You had to incorporate your final ability, your final skill that you learned as we become Tanta Freya. That was a boss fight right there. Love that boss fight. Multiple layers to that boss fight as well. Great fight. I want to put Kraven as like a final boss fight because, you know, Venom was the final boss fight. So we're talking about Battle of the Final Boss Fights. Octopath Traveler 2, Vide the Wicked, Galdera. If you played Octopath Traveler 2, you knew the struggle you was dealing with those two bosses. Vide, much more reasonable. Galdera, to this day, people are messaging me asking for tips on how to beat this boss. To this day, this boss will test your mettle. This boss right here, Galdera, will definitely test you up. God of War Ragnarok Valhalla. I know Tyr is the final boss, but I put a question mark. That's a troll, y'all. But I didn't fight Tyr yet. I didn't fight Tyr, so I have no say so on Valhalla. Can I get a dollar? I don't have no say so. The only reason why I know is because y'all up in there on Twitter was spoiling the hell out of Tyr. Kratos, where Kratos at? Don't run now, Kratos. Persona, don't run now. Y'all was spoiling the hell out of that final boss fight, man. Y'all couldn't even wait a week. Huh? Y'all couldn't even wait a week. And they hit me up all the time about me spoiling games. Huh? Then we got Sea of Stars, Aperol, which is like the god in the game, you know, the two gods that you have. And he is the true final boss in that game, which definitely offers a challenge. That boss fight alone was like almost an hour. You know what I mean? In Sea of Stars. So we got some good boss fights, man. We got some good boss fights here. You know what I mean? Let me see the poll once again, because the poll is not really doing what I want it to do. Because I wanted to list all of them here. So out of 35 votes, it's a tie between Venom and Ultima and Omega when it comes to part 1. But I'm going to do part 2 here and see how you guys feel. Best 2023 best final bosses or boss. I'm going to put Susurrus, Vide the Wicked, Galdera, and then I'm gonna give my answer after I see everybody else's answer. Tyr, God of War, and then we have Aperol, Sea of Stars. Start a poll. Let's see what we hitting for when it comes to this one, part 2. I think a lot of people's gonna lean towards Tyr, but I will say this: when it comes to this whole list right here, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. You know what I mean? And I made it 8 games on purpose because there's a lot of final boss fights that happen throughout 2023 that you can put on this list. But this, in my opinion, this is like the top of the list. For me, when I think about the conversations, when I think about the actual work, research, test, how long it took, I have to give it to Octopath Traveler 2, Vide the Wicked, and Galdera as the best final boss, though. That junk took me legit almost 2 weeks to beat Galdera. Just testing stuff, seeing what works, leveling up. You know what I mean? Okay, this system will work here. If I do this at this time, Yo, I had a whole right. Let me show you, bro. Y'all think it's a game. Yo, I had a whole written down procedure beating this boss, yo. And this junk took me weeks. Cause I beat Octopath Traveler, the final boss fight, like 2 weeks or a week and a half before I even beat Galdera. Let me show y'all, yo. Let me show y'all, yo, the work. And that's remembering all of that stuff, yo. I'm like, yeah, I gotta give it to Galdera and Vide, yo, because that was difficult, but it was a fun difficulty. You know what I mean? As much as I was getting my ass mopped, I was getting bopped up out here. I was embarrassed. I put my head down. Overall, I had a lot of fun doing the boss fight. So this is Galdera right here. This is Galdera, the boss fight on my channel that I put up. And let me take you to the description. I put it out there. Gear, Throne. This took me 2 weeks. Do all that. Oh, chat, battle tested. You know what I mean? Even gave you the stuff to put in there. Peak for performance, fruits of labor, cassette, Cassity, Axe Conqueror, Oswald. This is the gear. This is the gear. Then I went into the steps. I was dedicated. Y'all don't understand, man. Yo, Black Bear, what up? I was dedicated. I wasn't talking to nobody. Huh? Flashbacks is coming, guys. My bad. Yeah. Flashbacks is coming. I wasn't talking to nobody. People will call me. I will put them on ignore. I got to figure out this boss. It will not defeat me. Look, steps. Keep powering up Oswald. Next phase. Come on, man. I wasn't playing out here, bro. I was not playing with this boss, man. That's why I upload this junk, man. This is like a proud moment for me. Beating this motherfucker right here. This was a proud moment. Beating this boss right here. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was proud, man. When I beat it, I was hitting on everybody. I hit a persona. I was hitting everybody. Yo, you beat Galdera? Yeah, I beat Galdera, man. Yeah, I'm proud, man. This was a motherfucker. The video doesn't really show I mean, it kind of does show, but it doesn't really show the level of dedication, yo, that I had, yo, with this boss. I was not playing around. You know what I mean? To this day, yo, people use this shit. You know what I mean? People to this day, to get that platinum, to beat this boss, they use this shit right here. You got all the tools right here. I promise you, trust the process. You follow all these steps right here. I ain't gonna give you where to get all these blades or whatnot. You have to do that somewhere else. And you follow this step right here, and you'll be good to go. You'll beat Galdera in a matter of, how long this took? 12 minutes. This was a boss right here, man. So for me personally, yeah, I got to give it to Vide the Wicked and Valdera. You know what I mean? But let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Let me see what the poll is saying so far. Oh, we got Tier. We got Tier winning it right. I to be honest with you, I haven't played Tier yet. I will be doing that this weekend though, but I haven't faced Tier yet. You know what I mean? To be honest with you. But yeah, I felt like 2023 definitely brought back that old school essence of the final bosses, because yeah, they were multi-layered, they were fun, they were difficult. You know what I mean? It offered some type of challenge. You know what I mean? I can't remember like the last like true last boss fight where I was just like, damn, man, this is like overly challenged. Yeah, it was fun. You was doing some stuff here and there, but this is like a challenge. These boss fights, they definitely offer that challenge. Yo, every time to get the tear is a different weapon and fight. That is a good point. That is a good point. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there this weekend. I'm gonna get there this weekend because I have it on the Give Me God of War, and I'm gonna definitely try it because what it was last week, I finished 16 DLC. I wanted to do God of War Valhalla this week, but I just didn't have the time. But I'll do it this weekend for sure. Increase health and difficulty. Okay. You know what I mean? But overall, whatever your pick is as far as like best final boss or final whatever it is, just looking back at 2023, do you guys agree like, yo, final bosses is back? These were some great final bosses, man. You know what I mean? I know this is not like a topic that everybody talks about or whatnot, but this is gaming centric. I feel like final bosses, the old school essence was brought back substantially here in 2023. Look at that. Venom, Ultima Omega, Nameless Puppet, Simon Manus, the Horus, the Metal Devil, Susaurus, Vide, Galdera, Tyr, Aperol. These are all great, amazing boss fights, man. Yo, Mr. Glass, what's up, man? Final Fantasy 16 DLC. Yeah, Final Fantasy 16 DLC. I will upload my entire run for that boss fight. I promise you, I died like 3 times. You know what I mean? And it shot me because Final Fantasy 16, I don't really consider like a difficult game. But I was like, damn, in this one area in the game, I was just getting clapped. And I didn't even have no potions. I had no potions. I had no what that thing called stone thing that you put it to increase your defense. I had nothing by the time I got to the end to fight that boss. I had like 2 regular potions. I had no high potions. I had no elixir. I had nothing, bro. You know what I mean? I was relying on just setups and stuff that I had when it came to the equipment to build up my limit break so I could heal up from there. Get the little heals that I can get from my man from Torgal. And that's what I relied on, because there's a I think it was like a 3rd phase, or it might be the 2nd phase, that he did this attack and it was just wiping me out. I was like, damn, how the hell do I counter this joint? You know what I mean? I'm trying to dodge it, but it's so much stuff on the screen. It's hard to it was a pretty challenging fight, that would make it. It was much harder than Ultima, for sure. You know what I mean? But just thinking back, I'm just like, yeah, man. Horizon Burning Shore. That was a great final boss, man. Everybody was talking about that week. Like, yo, that was a final boss. Look at the layers of that. Look how big that motherfucker was. You know what I'm saying? The fact that we are tackling that outside, inside, outside, that was crazy. You know what I mean? I loved it, man. I loved it in 2023. So shout out to all the developers when it came to that. So now let's get into Speak from the Heart. You know what I mean? This is not going to be super long, but it's just like an opinion of mine, going off of my soapbox when it comes to remasters and remakes. And I'm trying to understand, why do people hate remasters or remakes so much? And when I see the hate, it's so much on the PlayStation side of things. It's like, have you not been playing on PlayStation since PS2, since PS3? You know what I mean? PS4, like especially PS3 remasters was a thing. There was many PS2 games they were remastering, and I didn't remember that discourse of like, yo, why are they remastering this? They don't need this. It just came out last generation, huh? Yeah, I didn't get it. You know what I mean? God of War remasters that dropped on the PS3. Who the hell was complaining about that? God of War 2 came out the end of the PS2 generation. Nobody was out here complaining like, why they remastering God of War? Like how we doing it now when it comes to this generation or last generation. You know what I mean? When it comes to the remasters, I would take a remaster over backwards compatibility any day. Not saying that I don't want backwards compatibility, but I want to see that game in a much more fine-tuned, graphical detail, performance, all that over, just a backwards compat game in the same resolution and all that stuff. That's my mindset. If there's a remaster, there's a remake that I don't want to play, I'm just not gonna play it. I'm good. But I'm not out here just hating on remasters, remakes. Like I see a lot of people doing it. To me, it's just weird to see it, especially when we've been going through it for generations. This is not nothing new. We see Last of Us Part 2 remaster, and everybody's in a whole tizzy. Like you didn't just have Last of Us 1 remaster a year later on PS4. You had the Xbox dudes complain about that stuff, but who the hell was complaining about Last of Us Part 1 remaster back at PS4? We was playing factions on that motherfucker. And it looked better. It looked great. You know what I mean? When it came to the whole Last of Us Part 1 remake, yeah, that was a little confusing, but I would still take that than us playing the PS4 version of the same game. Because yeah, it's just in a much better, quality. You know what I mean? It looks great. It performs great. I will always take that over the backwards compatible thing. Not saying that you have to take that, but this is how I feel about it. You know what I mean? So like I'm seeing this whole discourse when it comes to Nintendo. Like, are you shot Nintendo remastering games? Like, we've seen this before. You know what I mean? It's that one side that's stinking up the goddamn timeline on Twitter. That's stinking up the goddamn timeline on YouTube. That one side of gamers. Them Xbox dudes. Stinking it up. These are the same dudes that was willy-nilly to buy a Gears 1 what do you call it? It was Gears 1 Ultimate remaster or remake of Gears 1. Which is great. A last generation of game coming to this generation, new audience. Great. I don't understand the vitriol, the hate when it comes to remastering games, especially when you understand the business side of it. If you don't want to get it, don't get it. I know I'm going to be playing Last of Us Part 2 remastered, and especially they adding on new modes to the joint. It's not like you're getting your typical just remaster. You're getting new modes to the joint. You can either pre-order it right now or wait when the game release to upgrade to $10. $10? Huh? We don't have nobody complaining about Resident Evil 4 remake. Even though Resident Evil has been on every single generation and platform. Remaster galore. New release galore. Huh? They did a Resident Evil 4 like remaster like a couple of years before this remake came out last year. I didn't see not one person like, well, they don't need no remake. We seen too much of this game. Y'all motherfuckers had the game in your Game of the Year list. But as soon as you put an exclusive on the motherfucker, it's an issue. Man, PlayStation, they need to stop doing these remakes and remasters. When it's multi-plat and it's on everything else, they don't give a damn. It's like, hey man, game of the year. They out here asking questions. Can you put a remake on the game of the year list? You notice what remakes they take off the list? Demon Souls. They was like, I can't put Demon Souls on there because it's a 1-to-1. It's always some type of thing when it comes to PlayStation. The third party, they don't give a fuck. They're like, hey man, it was good. It was a good game. It's a good game. PlayStation, they didn't reinvent the tools, okay? They gotta redefine everything for that remake to be on there. I just don't understand the hate, man. I think it's stupid. I think it's crazy. You know what I mean? Especially when you're getting new stuff in the fucking remaster or remake. You know what I mean? Like you get some new shit, new modes. You know, what's it called? Dead Space remake. I don't think they changed anything in the story of that. Was people complaining? It's been a while since they played Dead Space, so yeah, I get that standpoint. But when they saw that remake being announced, nobody was complaining about that remake. It was like, oh, I want to play a game that I enjoyed in this best light. What's the difference here with these other remasters coming out or remakes? Time period? I don't know, man. But I'm gonna stop it right there, guys. A little bit light. You know what I mean? I definitely was hesitant on a lot of things I wanted to actually say because we always speak from the heart. But I felt like, you know what? It's episode 1. Let me just get people warmed up. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to kick people in the shins right away when it comes to these stuff. Let them actually warm up to the channel. Hopefully they like the flow of the JAYBARI show and whatnot. You know what I mean? I do have other camera angles, but like I said, we're going to be updating a lot of these these overlays. You know what I mean? I got to work with a couple of people with some artwork and whatnot, and we'll get that stuff situated. But once again, episode 1 is in the books. If you guys did enjoy, hit the like button. If you are new, subscribe. And I hope you guys enjoy your stay, man. I appreciate everyone showing much love to the channel. In 2023, before all that stuff, heck, this year. I appreciate you guys 100%. You know what I mean? I will make it my goal to have more females watching this channel, though. You know what I mean? We're gonna try some experimental stuff here. You know what I mean? Because when I finally look at my stats and I see a 0.9 percentage of women watching this goddamn channel, that gave me the heebie-jeebies. You know what I mean? I got a little scared. I was like, you know what I mean? What the hell? So we're gonna do some more research. I'm gonna do some little test stuff here and there, and hopefully we attract everyone, but definitely on the female side of things. Nah, I'm not doing no ladies' night. That's our Persona thing. That's Persona. I ain't doing no goddamn ladies' night. I ain't. Let me chill. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't dealing with y'all. I leave that to Persona. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all tune into Persona's ladies' night, by the way, whenever you do it in 2024. But for me, I'm avoiding that one. But I do want you guys to watch, though. Ladies, I want you to watch the channel. You know, enjoy your stay. But go over to Persona channel and enjoy that ladies' night. You know what I mean? Don't pop up in no row. Hey, Chuck, man. I talk to you too much, man. That's my problem with Chuck. I talk to Chuck too much, man. How you know I was gonna do one of those, man? I was gonna have a robe and baby oil stream. Pause. All right, man. I'm about to get up out of here, guys. hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode 1. You know what I mean? For the people listening later, enjoy. Write your comments how you feel, and I'll catch you guys the next one, man. I will have the timestamps as well down there, so don't worry about that. Well, it's your boy JAYBARI. Make sure y'all tune in for Whoops tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern time, and I'm gone. Deuces.